What is going on, YouTube? YouTube Play of the Daytime. We're here, one spot for you guys on this huge Friday slate. Awesome slate. Every team in action. We got some good series coming along this weekend. Obviously, Seattle facing Philly in those late games there. Obviously, be a fun one to watch there. Tampa versus Houston, always a fun one to watch. Um, Cleveland versus Baltimore, going to be a great series. So really excited also to see the Blue Jays and the Yankees take on each other yet again in that AL East matchup. So I'm excited. It should be a pretty good weekend of baseball. But like I said, I only got one spot today for you guys. I might have an article again. I'm kind of working on how I'm going to do that free play wise, and how many we're going to give out. But yeah, it should be fun. As always, if you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Coming off of a loser because Feltner had 3 strikeouts and not 4. I didn't even look at how many 2-strike counts he had. I don't think I want to because they hurt. I was watching that game. But we're on to today. We got Yusei Kikuchi and a first 3 innings bet. It's paying out at plus 102 now, which is nice. We get a nice little extra cent, which we'll always take. We'll always take that extra plus money there. Yusei Kikuchi under 2.5 earned runs, obviously doing heavy lifting. Tigers is like a minus 350. Obviously, you can look at these two pitchers and wonder why I did what I did here. But let's just take a look at some splits and stuff that I want to talk about when we go through the first 3 inning bets. I rarely do these. If you want to buy down the first 5, go right ahead. But let's just talk about it a little bit here. The Reagans or the Skubal side is a lot easier to talk about just because his numbers in the first 2 times through the order are absolutely crazy. 1.69 ERA first time through the order, 197 batting average against, 287 slug. Second time through the order, 1.97 ERA, 163 batting average against. Those are obviously very, very good. And I'm assuming when we get to these, it's going to be that first time through the order is obviously 3 innings. Maybe we get a little bit into the second. Reagans is very, very good in the first time through, 2.4 ERA, 200 batting average against. Second time through gets a little bit worse with a 4.95, but you're only going to probably see a couple guys that second time through the order, which is why I'm doing the first 3 versus the first 5, just because we have seen Reagans give up a little bit there, even though the Tigers are pretty poor against left-handed pitching so far this year. Obviously, Kikuchi is going to be the one that we're going to be talking about the most here, and that's going to be because he's going to be the guy who's facing off against the Rays in this spot. 100 WRC plus, very average. A lot of strikeouts in this lineup for the Rays against lefties. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So when I'm looking at these guys and I'm looking at Kikuchi, it's going to be, how are we going to get all these righties out? And Kikuchi's actually been very, very good versus righties this year, a lot better than in the past. He's usually had a lot more power issues. His strikeout rate has gone down this year because of that, though, right? It's been because he's been a much better pitcher overall. And obviously going to Houston, it's a little bit worse of a pitcher's park, but against righties so far this year, 280 batting average against. My thing is I look at the FIP and XFIP, the underlyings, because the dude's got a 346 batting average on balls in play. He's got a 3.4 XFIP against righties so far this year. So I am expecting that number to go down. He's only got a 6% walk rate, which is elite there. A 4 expected ERA, which I think is pretty good. And when you look at these numbers, obviously this would be a first start in this new spot. Maybe you give him a little less leash, but I like that he's been getting 40% ground balls both sides of the plate, right? And in the road games, 46.5% ground ball rate. Obviously, this is considered now a road game for him with the stuff on the year. Is his new go-home ballpark as we keep going here. But I think he's going to have good enough stuff to get through these guys. Again, first 2 times through the order, he's very, very, very good. If you want to talk numbers here, first time through the order, he has a 32% K rate. Second time through the order, 22%. XFIP at 3.9, XFIP at 2.6 first time through. I think this is going to be a great spot for him facing off against this Rays team that does strike out a lot against lefties. Obviously, Yandy at the top. You have Noah Rosarena, who was one of your better left-handed or left-handed pitcher hitters. Lau, obviously, very bad against them. Lowe, we're not going to see in that lineup either. You're going to lose a lot of those power bats in there because they are lefties. And Lowe has obviously been very, very bad against lefties so far in his career. But, yeah, a lot of swing and miss here, even with a lower strikeout rate than in the past. Every single one, four-seam, curveball, slider, changeup, all have a 27+% whiff percentage. Four-seamer, obviously, 50% of the time. And he gets a lot of swings and misses on those as well. So do expect a pretty good outing here from Yusei Kikuchi coming in here under 2.5 earned runs with the Tigers' first 3. Again, guys, I might have an article out later in the day. If you guys do want to see that, make sure you follow over on Twitter. If you want more plays, shoot me a DM over on Twitter. You guys know we always have a lot of action going on throughout the day. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out, and we will be back here again possibly tomorrow morning, if not Monday. So thank you guys so much. Have a good one, and best of luck on your bets.